friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kalikaloo on the internet, and I also go by the name of Kali, and I'm very happy that you found your way to today's video, which is actually a new kind of video. So this video will be a sip and art chat. So if you know whip and sip and chats, it might be similar, I would say, but it's still going to be different. So we are still having this sipping part, of course. Like, I got my cup ready, probably gonna use another one during the live video, but yeah, so get something to drink, stay hydrated, and join us on the art chat, because that's what we're going to do today. So we are going to see one of our artists from our shop, JollyGemShop. You can find it on the link down below, and you can just search it up, www.JollyGemShop.com. Hey, my fellow diamond friends. So what I was saying is that today's video will be a whip and, well, not a whip, but it's inspired by our whip and sip and chats, but it will be a sip and art chat. So get something to drink, get comfortable, stay hydrated, and join us in our art talk, because that's what we're going to do. Like, we have invited one of our artists from JollyGemShop. We have Oswaldjane.art with us. She's also called Yuliia. She is a digital artist, and she is from Ukraine. So if you're new to our shop, you might not know who she is. I'm going to put some pictures of her to this page here. So she's actually an artist that's working mainly in digital art. She's from Ukraine, like I told you guys, and she's really more of a character designer. So she loves to do fan art. She loves to do characters from movies, from Disney inspired, and from webtoons. So that's really what she loves to do, and I'm really happy to have her here with us today and to be able to share her art and her views about art with you as well. So we're going to do this interview. It's the very first interview of this kind on our channel. So for me, I'm really excited to see her and to get to talk to her, and it's really something new. So I'm really excited about how this will turn out and how it will be. But what is really important, so Oswaldjane.art, she's one of our artists, one of the very first that joined us in the company. And you can see I'm going to show you a few pictures now. So we have Clown Girl. We also have her mermaid series, we have Spring Mermaid, Autumn Mermaid, and Winter Mermaid currently in our stock. And what we are doing is actually this week. So when you go the video will be out in 1 or 2 weeks after we film this here. But if you go to the webpage, you will find now our link with our video as well, and a description of who she actually is. And spotlight will be on her as an artist, and we will also have an offer of all of her diamond paintings, like the ones I just cited, as well as Love Gaze or Sleeping Beauty, which will be actually on a little offer. So this will be Oswaldjane.art's week. And everything will be based on her for this week, and you get this big sale of her offers. So maybe we'll add 1 or 2 more paintings of her just for this little event. And I think this will be a really great way to appreciate the artist, because that's really something that was important to me when I started JollyGemShop. Just because it's when you start diamond painting, and that's true for myself as well, you do not really know about legally licensed art and how important that can be. But of course, it depends also on your means that you have. If you don't have enough money but you love the craft, of course you can't always support artists. But what I mean is if you can, please just do. And this is also a way for us as a shop to give the opportunity to people to support our artists as well. So to get to know a little bit better, and to discover the art, their way of thinking about art, what made them love art as much. And so this is the chance I want to give our artists to express themselves, and to get you to know them a little better. So today we're going to start this series with Oswaldjane.art, like I said, and I'm really happy to have her here, especially since, like I told you, she was one of the very first artists we had in our shop. So I really hope you're going to enjoy today's video. So you're going to see it with a little of delay. I did send her some questions earlier, so she is prepared when she comes in. And we are going to have 2 little fun games, especially at the end, you can see. So I hope you stay tuned in and you get to see the video and the exchange we're having with Oswaldjane.art or Yuliia. So Here you go. Hey there.
Oh, okay. I'm here.
Yeah, really great. So I'm really happy to have you here today. So thank you for joining us, especially like for this very first episode of our Whip and Art chat. So thank you for coming here and being able like to speak a little bit more about your art. So if you want, we can start now. And I did get like something to drink because it's a sip and art chat. Did you bring something?
Yes, of course. I have tea.
Great. So you brought tea as well?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. So I don't drink coffee, so it's green tea for me. What did you bring?
It's actual black tea like this.
Ah,
I don't know.
yeah. Are you also not a coffee drinker, or is it like more?
No, I actually love coffee, but I drink it too much. And when I drink it too much, I'm just starting shaking and I can't do anything. So
It's relaxing.
tea is the best option.
Yeah, great. I'm the same, but I love black tea, but coffee I can't drink. So but when I drink too much, I also start shaking, and I thought for the interview, green tea will do just fine. So yeah. So do you want me to call you Julia or like Oswaldjane.art?
Call me Julia. I hope that people will understand who am I. So
Okay, great. So, Julia, if you want, could you like just shortly present yourself? Like, who are you and where are you from? Like, what kind of art do you do in general?
well, hello. Well, actually, my name is Yulia, but it can be a bit hard for foreigners to say it. So Julia is like same name but different pronunciation. So okay, I'm Yulia. I'm artist from Ukraine, and I love digital art.
Mhm.
And my biggest inspiration is like webtoons, like comics,
Mhm.
also video games. I'm a big fan. You can see a lot of fun art in my Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Also Disney, right? Like, I think Disney is also one of like the main sources of inspiration you
yeah,
have,
yeah.
right? Because
I'm just nervous, so I keep forgetting things.
oh, no worries, no worries. So it's really calm and relaxing. So yeah, I love your Disney artwork. So when I first saw your artwork, I was like really drawn to this drawings of yours of like the love gaze with Prince Eric and Ariel and all, but also your webtoon characters, they are really amazing. Like, and I think that the people who actually go to our shop, they also love your artwork. Like, you are really one of our artists, that is doing like the best out there. Like, we get so many good feedbacks from your art. So I really wanted to tell you this as well because I think as an artist, it's really great to hear that that people love your art as well. So
Thank you so much. I didn't know. Thank you.
could you like kindly work us through your work process? So you're a digital artist, so you draw mainly on the iPad, I think, right?
Yes, I draw on my iPad. I actually have this here.
Okay.
And um, I used to draw traditionally before,
Mhm.
but I don't know, like I tried the digital art and I understood that it's just easier because I don't need to worry that I don't need to buy new markers or watercolors or paper or something. And
Mhm.
I can just travel whatever I want and take my tablet with me and I can like create art which like how to say it, like make it look traditional. I
Mhm.
can do that.
As well,
So
like digital art, yeah.
yeah, I just received some comments from people who were shocked that like some of my drawings are digital.
Mhm.
And I was like, I thought it's obvious, but like, okay, thank you.
So you started traditional though. That's interesting. Did you always like to draw characters, or at the beginning you drew different stuff? Like, was it
I
always?
also drew characters.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. I started drawing when I was a kid, but it started from coloring pages. I was a big fan, and then I thought that like, why I'm always coloring something, I can draw something by myself too. and I started drawing, and were like always characters. I was a big fan of Selena Gomez when I was a kid, so I started drawing her, and then I thought like, that's fun.
Yeah.
So I started drawing more and more, and also I started reading a lot, and I drew some fan art to Hunger Games and other books, but they were so old and ugly, I will not show it to you, but
I was
still,
just about to ask, will you show us? But no, it's fine if you don't mind.
I'm not even sure if I have it, this like super old drawings.
So maybe you should do a new version of it. So just to see like the improvement of Selena Gomez or of Katniss, or I don't know what you drew, but yeah, could be
Oh,
fun.
maybe I was thinking about it. Looks like Hunger Games is getting popular again, so that's a
Yeah,
great idea.
yeah. I think people would love it as well. So I asked you about a little game we could play while we are talking. Are you still up
Okay.
to it? So
Yeah.
I asked you like if you could draw like Edgar, the mascot of my YouTube channel, and while we are talking, like if you have the time and you want to do it, so no obligations for that. Would you be up to it?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
But just saying, I'm not really good at drawing animals, so
Oh,
hopefully it
yeah.
will look fine.
It's just about the fun. So I brought paper too. I brought a pen as well and some colors. I'm not good at drawing at all. So, but I want to help you out and I want to do it as well. So just give me a theme and I will be drawing it. So what would you like to choose me to draw?
Maybe like I don't know, flowers.
Flowers. Okay, I will try to do that. I should be able to do that at least a little bit. So while we talk, I'm going to try to do that, and at the end, we're going just to show what we did. Even if it's not perfect or finished, that's just fine. It's just like to scribble a little bit. And so I want to move on, if you want, also with our next question. So you told us a little bit about your inspiration. Then as a kid, you started drawing. Do you remember when you started drawing, like the age you had?
I remember that, like, I was drawing as long as I can remember, as I told you, but I started taking it more seriously when I was like 15 or something, and I started drawing more and more, and I don't know. I wasn't a good student, and my mom was always mad at me because I had bad grades, and she was like, "I can't allow you to play on your computer." So I just had nothing else to do, and I was just drawing all the time. And that's actually how I started drawing. But then I don't know. Then I went to university, but I studied geography actually,
Oh,
not art.
okay.
Yeah, I just didn't know what to do, so I was like, "Oh, geography, great!" And I was drawing there a lot too. And when I graduated, I realized that that's the only thing I can, like really.
Yeah.
So I started like thinking, how can I make this hobby into a job?
Mhm. And now
Here
you're
am I now.
so you are actually working now as a freelance artist, right? So if I
Uh,
remember
yeah,
correctly. So
yes.
what does that look like? How does it work actually? So
Oh, I'm working at freelance platforms as Upwork and Fiverr,
mhm.
if you know this. And it's that, well, how it works, it's a bit different from both of platforms. In Upwork, I have to search for project by myself, and it's really hard because sometimes there is a really good project, but more than 50 people send their offers,
Mhm.
and it's really hard to find a client there. But on Fiverr, I just like post my, it calls gig, but it's more like post with my pictures and like description, what can I do, what can I offer, and people who like it, who would like to have a portrait in my style or something, they just text me, and then we like communicate, and I start working with them. But it's just like small projects, like portraits, sometimes children's books illustrations, but not that often, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's nice. So is there something like a big project you wish you could do in the future, like some place or for a person especially you would like to work in the future?
Not sure about person or place, but I would really love to draw the comics.
Mhm.
But I'm thinking about it as about my personal project, so maybe I'll do it just alone. I don't
Alone.
know. Uh, I just always thought that I'm still not good enough at drawing facial expressions and all this emotions, and it's really important for comics.
Mhm.
I don't know. Well, I really want to try, and if nobody will hire me, I will just do it by myself. That's
That's
fine.
how it starts. Yeah, I think you should not give up. Like, if that's your dream and you really want that, and that's not just for artists, but I think in general, like, if you really want something, you should do it. Nevertheless, what other people say. And eventually it will work out. And I think this is also what will happen to you. I'm not like, I can't see it in the future, but I'm sure if you really want it, it will happen. And I think this is such a great idea to do a comic. That's really interesting. But I also love the fact about children's books. Could you tell us a little bit more about like what kind of children book you did an illustration for? I don't know if you remember or.
I do. There were a few, but it was like in the beginning of my career, and I only started digital art at that time, so it looked okay for me now. But now I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, people liked it. Like how? Okay, but um, it were books um for Papua New Guinea. I'm not sure if I'm saying this country name right.
Hmm.
Uh, like where like publisher texted me on Upwork and suggested to work together on a couple of books, and they were just books about kids. Actually, it wasn't like storybook. It was like small, like only one page text, and we just had to divide like um, each sentence on a new page and draw illustration for it. And it was quite easy because they told me exactly what should I draw, so it
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
really
how.
hard.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I did 3 books like that, and then I got a new order with bigger book,
Mhm.
which was already like a children's book,
Uh-huh.
big one. It wasn't that big, like I'm not sure, like 12 pages or something, and it was nice. I remember at that time this a thing in the US and all over the world was popular, like Black Lives Matter, and
Yeah.
this book was about it.
Mhm.
Was about a little boy, and book name was "My Skin Is Not a Crime" or something like that. I don't really remember. Actually, I don't have it this on my iPad because I was drawing it on my computer back at that time, so I don't really remember. But it was like 4 or 5 years ago,
Okay. Yeah.
and yeah, and recently, okay, not recently, maybe like 2 years ago, I was working on another project, but I wasn't drawing whole book. I did only like front and back covers and some illustrations, and it also was like a small picture book, which like old man wanted to make it for his grandkids,
Okay.
and that was really nice.
That's lovely. Oh, I love that
Yeah.
idea. That's really sweet from him. Like, I think sentimental things are always great. That's
Yes.
really.
I agree. That was really nice. I love that project. But unfortunately, I couldn't use it for my portfolio.
Oh,
So I was
yeah.
like, okay.
No. And is there like a book you would love to draw the illustration for, like Hunger Games or something in the future?
Oh, I'm not sure about Hunger Games because it's a huge book and I don't know.
In the
Maybe,
future, we don't know. We don't know.
yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, I saw some like Harry Potter books which are illustrated, so I think it's possible to do the same with Hunger Games.
Oh,
So it
I think
sounds
that's
great.
really nice. Yeah. So you told us a little bit more about how you work with your iPad and your pencil, and it's really easy because when you travel, you can take it with you. Do you have some weird habits while you draw, like
Well, I'm not sure if it's a weird habit, but when I'm drawing, and it's really hard to draw certain pose without references, and sometimes it's almost impossible to find like exactly angle I need. So I just make pictures of myself, and I can say that like all my characters are based on me because I'm always like making pictures of hands, like holding something just to understand how it should look, or like some poses, like everything. And
It
I
does,
remember when
it does
I
always
went
have a part of you also in it. That's what you say? It's always you.
it's always like I'm trying them not to make look like me, but like I'm not drawing faces based on my face,
Mm.
but always it ends up looking a bit like me. Probably it's also because when I was just learning drawing, I use like my own face. I was just looking at the mirror to understand how I should draw nose and draw eyebrows and eyes and everything. So now it's like I can say that it's like part of my style now, probably. Or I just can't draw different faces. That can also be true. I don't know.
Would you say like that you told us a little bit that you started and you looked at the mirror, but would you say that your style and your drawing evolved over time a lot? Did it change a lot?
I can say it changed a lot. Even some illustrations you use for diamond paintings I made, they're like quite old from 2021,
Mhm.
and they look really different. At least for me, I'm not sure. Maybe other people can't see that big difference, but for me, it feels like a different person drew it because, like, I was like experimenting a lot with my style with art, and before as I said, like I was drawing with markers on a paper,
Mhm.
and my style looked completely different. I used line art and everything, and then I bought my first tablet for drawing, and I wanted to try something different because it's digital art. There's no rules. Like I can do whatever I want. Colors are not limited and everything. So I tried new styles and I just tried to figure out what I like more. And I was drawing in that style, which like my season mermaids I
Oh,
made
yeah.
for a couple of years actually, and then I don't know, like something just clicked in my head, and I just thought that maybe I should try draw with line art again. And I started drawing as a line art, and I was surprised how people like it because like I wasn't expecting that. I was just experimenting, and then boom, I have like 10,000 followers more than I had before for like a couple of months, and I was like, huh,
Ah,
okay, I think
something
that people
happened.
I like it too, so
Yeah.
I just continued. But as I said, like for me, the difference is huge, but
Mm.
maybe for other people, it's not that big. Just like I just added line art. That's it.
Well, that's an evolution already. So I think that your mermaid season, the series that we have in our shop, like people really look forward to it and they love what we already have. I don't know if you saw the comments we have about it, but it's really something that people like mermaids in general. But I was wondering, like we have the four mermaids, but you also drew another mermaid that we also will like publish in the future. Is
Yeah.
this also one of the older paintings or was that more recent?
This one is more recent. This one I made like last year for in May for Memory Challenge. And this another one I made also for a memory challenge, but in 2021. So it's older. But this recent one is like I think it looks different, right?
Does look a little bit different. That's why I was asking, because you can see that the colors also did change. I feel like the new painting that you did, the colors are a little bit brighter. I don't know if that's just me who sees it like that, but I felt like they were like the coloring was also different. I don't know. I know
Yeah,
artists.
yeah. That's actually true because before I was using very like pale colors,
Uh,
and I was a bit scared to use something brighter because I thought that like I don't know, maybe it will be like too much or something, but then I just became more brave, maybe.
yeah. Well, it
With
does
my
look
colors.
good. It does look good. Are you like planning to add like more mermaids or like more fantasy themed as well to your artwork in the future or?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I can draw them even right now, but I have so many ideas in my mind to create. I just don't really have much time because of work, and my family was visiting me all months, and my friend is here. She's living abroad, and she came here to see me. So like I'm just trying to spend time with all of them,
Yeah.
but I'm going to draw more. And also in February there will be like challenge, something similar to mermaid,
Mhm.
but with fairies. And I want to draw more fairies for February.
That's nice. We also like in diamond painting, we also get like such events. I don't know if you have followed it a little bit, but we also have like mermaids and magic. And we also have like fairy tales or like for Halloween, we have a lot of events going on. And I think it's always fun to see like people working on different arts and art styles from different artists during that period. And it's so inspiring, I think.
Yeah, true. So
Also
I'm going to draw fairies, and also in May I'm going to draw mermaids again.
mermaids again, some more mermaids. We are looking forward to it. Is there any theme otherwise that you love to draw? You told us a little bit about characters. Is there like a Disney character that you are still looking forward to drawing that you have not yet tried out for a reason or?
Hmm. I don't know. Like I love to draw like Disney princesses.
Ah,
I drew a couple of them, but I'm planning to draw all of them, but I'm a bit scared that maybe my style changed a bit since that time, because I always add something more to all my new drawings, and that's probably not visible, but I can see the difference. And when I compare, for example, my first artwork, which I made like in the beginning of last year, and artwork which I made now, they look different.
yeah.
But so I planned to make it a series of drawings, but more than I think that more than 7 months passed since I drew my last princess. So maybe I don't know, maybe I should just start over.
I think people love it, no matter what you draw, and even if it changes a bit, I think it's part of your evolution, and I think people also like seeing that you change and you improve because like everything you do is kind of an improvement because you get better at it, you draw more, and I think people like that as well. So I just wanted to ask you a little bit more about diamond painting since we have this collaboration going on. Could you tell me a little bit like how it feels for you to see your paintings being rendered as a diamond painting?
Actually, I was really surprised to receive this offer from you, because like I knew what is diamond painting, but I never was like interested in it enough to like have one, or to, I don't know, even to look at it. I just knew that it exists. And when I received this offer, I was like, oh wow, so I can use it for diamond paintings. I've never thought about it before. And I don't know, to see, like some people who buy diamond paintings in your shop, they tag me,
Yeah,
and I check their diamond paintings, and oh my God, I don't know, it feels so good that, that like someone likes my art that much that they like want to
that is.
do diamond paintings with it. So
Then hang it on the wall.
yeah, yeah, that's amazing. Actually, I don't know, like I'm really happy to see all this and to be part of it.
Yeah, I'm happy too, especially like when we started because we started in June last year, so our shop is really still small. Um, but like seeing the first pictures going out of you and other people, artists, and like they are going over the whole world. Like we are selling currently to the United States, Europe, and also to Japan. We had some clients, and I think it's really amazing to see how people all over the globe actually love artwork. And that's something that I really find stunning with it. And also you see the good feedback you get as an artist from the clients. I really love that as well. And
But
yeah,
that's it, like inspire me a lot. I depend a lot on like good feedback, and it motivates me when I see how people like my art, or how they like diamond paintings as my art. I just I feel like I'm super motivated to create even more, to do more, and I'm like, oh my God, I can do it. That's just crazy. I don't know. I'm just getting too excited right now.
Oh no, no, no. You should. It's really nice. I really love also the idea to see like people buying from different artists. I'm always saying when someone sells for the first time with our shop, I write them a little message saying, "We've sold your first painting. I'm really happy for you." And I think it's also important to give the artist that feedback, and it does help you also to change and to evolve in the future. So I
Yeah.
don't know how like the pandemic happened for you, but like there were many people who started new crafts during 2020 to 2022. Um, and diamond painting is a lot also about health, like mental health, and there are a lot of people who tr have trouble or struggle with troubles, mental problems. Do you feel like your art can help?
So,
Yeah, I know the
um,
question is a bit hard, but yeah, I
well,
really.
personally, I really like to look at beautiful things and
Mhm.
like paintings and like other people's art, and I find it really calming to see like how beautifully they can like create something. And I think that diamond painting is like something similar
Mhm.
because like they do something, they are creating. They are not drawing, but it's still like creating part. And I think that's great. I don't know. Like I never tried actually, but I would really love to.
Yeah, I think that drawing as well helps a lot. Like you often have like people who struggle and then they do art therapy, for example, if it's like with music, drawing, diamond art, whatever. And I think this really helps people to get through tough times. So I'm also glad to have like artists who know about that and like you who say that they hope that it helps people who are struggling. So thank you for adding that. So I don't know how far you are, but I'm just going to say that we worked a little bit through the different questions about art and also about diamond painting. I still have a few fun questions left for you if you want to.
Okay. I'm scared.
Yeah, so what was like, we talked a little bit about it earlier, but what is the strangest request or comment that you have received about your artwork?
Okay, what about comments? I received comments about my Rapunzel drawing that
Mhm.
like all my characters look blind because I never draw pupils. And I'm like, what about request? Can it be work request?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, once someone ordered me to draw Joe Biden
Oh,
with a donkey as Bruno from Encanto
yeah,
movie. And I
with
was like, uh, I actually have this drawing. I will show you.
with Joe Biden next to the donkey.
No, no, no. It's donkey in his arm,
Ah,
in his hand. That's just like super weird. I was like, okay, I can draw that, but
why?
that's weird. I don't have an idea, but can you see it?
Yeah. Wait, wait. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. And was there like a reason for that drawing, or was there like,
I have no idea actually. Like I just received this request, and usually I communicate with clients before they order, but sometimes they just place an order without my agreement.
okay,
So I just received an order, and if I cancel it, it will like be bad for my statistics on the website. So I had to draw it, but I was really surprised.
yeah,
Like
yeah. I imagine. Was it for the campaign, or was it like, was it
I think
more?
it was like individual someone. I'm not really sure. I didn't really communicate much with this person because like I sent a sketch and I
No,
said that like, do you like it? Should I continue? And blah blah blah. And they just, yeah, it's okay.
yeah, it's fine. Oh,
And I finished it and I sent it and they're like, great.
oh,
That's it.
that's it.
All
Okay.
conversation. Because usually people can say something like, oh, you, I don't know, you drew eye color in the wrong, like you chose the wrong color for eyes, or Like I don't really like the pose, or maybe my hair looks a bit different. Like they always tell me what to change, and that's normal because like I can't draw perfectly using one picture only. So like it's
Yeah,
okay. Like when people ask me to change something, but like in that case, I just
there
like
was,
receive.
yeah. I remember when I did like order painting from Edgar, there was like also an artist who drew a commission for me, and when she sent it back, I was also telling her, could you make his tail a little bit shorter because he actually has no real tail since he's Frenchy, and she was like, yeah, no problem. But I mean, it's difficult for at the first try to get everything right. So the
Yes,
communication is like, I think that's normal, like as an artist, like to have to communicate about it.
yes, that's true. And sometimes clients also like they send very like clear requirements. Like they tell exactly what should I draw, which pose should I draw, like what colors should I use. They send me a lot of reference pictures, and then it's easy. Like
Mhm,
then usually I like just get everything from first try,
mhm.
but sometimes they just send me one picture and it's like a selfie with a bad like quality,
Yeah, I'm
and
sure.
they say that they don't have more pictures.
Oh,
That's the only picture they have. And like I'm trying hard, but like almost always I still have to change something because, for example, even like green eyes can look blue in some
yeah.
pictures. So that's normal. That's okay. It's
Mhm.
just I don't like changes only when person doesn't really know what they want.
Ah, yeah.
So yeah, so they asked me something to draw something, I do it, and they're like, "Oh no, I changed my mind. Like, do
Uh,
something else." Like, oh, okay, but
Clue. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. So, thank you for sharing like this really funny picture with us. I was not expecting anything like that, to be quite honest. Uh, I was like more expecting something funny, but this is like, I don't know. It's really different, out of the world, I would say. But is there like one painting that you would say you would love the most from everything that you have drawn so far?
which I like the most.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Like, it's for me, it's always like I like the most picture which I drew. Like, uh,
more recently.
yeah, more recently, I liked it the most.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if okay, if I'm talking about like all my art,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably like this one.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't like look really good, and I see that her face proportions are messed up. But I just drew it in a very like hard times,
Mm-hmm.
and I also noticed that I just was drawing it using reference from Pinterest, but there was no this lighting, and I was just drawing it in really bad mood, and then like I started adding some things from myself, my own vision,
Mm-hmm.
and I just added this light, and I was like, oh, so it looks like it's like new chapter in my life begins,
Mm-hmm.
because at that time I was like I felt really lost and I didn't know what to do next. So when I drew this, I was like, oh, so it's like me looking at the future.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
A new.
I know that this painting doesn't look really good, but it means a lot for me. So maybe this one is my favorite, I guess.
I love the little story behind it because often you see a painting and you don't really know what it does mean to the artist. Like you really get just this external view, but like what they felt while they did draw it, you don't know. And that's why I love hearing stories like these. So thank you for sharing it. Did you also like kind of accidentally spill some paint, or did you do like some mishap with one of your paintings or commissions that you had to do? Did that
Mm,
happen to you already?
Actually, no, but there was one time when I had a couple of commissions and they had deadlines. And I saw that one deadline is like in like 2 days or something. So I started drawing it immediately and I finished it right in time, like hour before the deadline,
Mm.
and I sent it to my client just to understand that I did the wrong commission. That was like the only time that I did something like that, but I never like spilled paint on me or something, because like I'm a perfectionist, so even if it's too bad, I'm just trying my best to make it look better as hard as possible.
Yeah. Did it turn out fine in the end, though, even though you did
Y-
like send
Yeah,
the wrong commission?
yeah, it turned out fine, or I just delete it and start over. That also can be true
Yeah.
all the time, because like I always want to make everything look perfect.
Mhm.
And sometimes when like client asks for like quick sketch,
Mhm.
that shouldn't be something where there's a lot of details or super clean or something, but I can't. I can't. It should look perfect
Yeah,
for
I
me. Because,
like
yeah, even if it takes too much time, I don't know.
so you don't want to do it halfway. Either it's perfect or it's nothing. Like either the
Yes.
one or the other, but not like, yeah, I understand. I'm the same. Like, I'm working as a teacher mainly, and this is also like when I plan everything, I really want to make it perfect. I don't want to do something like halfways. Either it's all or nothing. So I understand what you mean by that, like this perfectionism that you're looking for. If you are fine with it, there are like a few more questions. So, if you had like one superpower related to art, what would it be?
I was about to say to create art with my imagination only. You just think about it and it appears. But I like the process of drawing too, so I don't think that I want this superpower. And about something else, I'm not sure. Maybe it's like to generate better ideas, but I can't call it a superpower too, so I'm not sure.
That can be a superpower, like imagination in general. Yeah, sure. Um, but I don't think you need that though. You have great ideas. As what I see on your page, you have a lot of lovely artwork. So, do you really need that power?
I just feel that I need it. Like sometimes my friends who are not artists always telling me that, like, oh, that's a great idea. How you came to this idea? And I'm like, I don't know. Like I don't think that's a great idea. That's just like first thing that came to my mind. So, but I think it's like that for everyone. When I see other people art, and I'm like, wow, that's so cool. Like I would like to create something like that too, with that like perfect idea. But I think it's just like our minds work differently. So what for me is great idea, like other people can also think that it's not a great idea for them. So maybe same for me. I'm not sure.
Also, like you tend to see your flaws way more than other people see, like your
Yeah.
mistakes. So I think it's also has to do a little bit with that. And as a perfectionist, you always tend to go for the perfect thing, and other people do not see that way. So I think that we are often like too harsh on ourselves, and yeah, especially if you're an artist as well, you want it to look perfect, I guess. So
Yeah.
yeah. Um, there was one question I also wanted to ask, and I'm curious to hear your answer because you told me already about the image you prefer, like the artwork you prefer for yourself. But if you could like choose one painting that you would send into space for other people or let's say like other existences, lives out there to see, which one would it be? Like, which one would you send to space?
Oh, I'm not sure if my art deserved that, but if yes, then maybe my recent The Last of Us game fan art. I
Yeah.
just think that game is like that good that even aliens have to check it out.
They would have so much fun playing it, that's sure.
Yeah, but like I'm not sure. I can't say that my art has something too deep in it.
Mm,
So if it's something that I would like whole universe to see,
mm,
or what exactly? Maybe something with nature, so people in the future can check it out and be like, "Oh,
mm.
nature looks so nice." Now it's just the skyscrapers and that's it, or something like that. I'm not sure.
how much it changed so quickly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great idea. Yeah, so before we end this little video, if you find we could do like a little game. So I will give you a question, and you just answer whatever pops up in your mind, and you
Okay.
don't need to explain or you don't need like to say anything about it, just an answer. Is that fine?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. So the first one is really easy since we already talked about it, but tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Morning or night?
Night.
Night. Abstract or realism?
Abstract.
Character or landscape?
Character.
Planned or spontaneous?
Plant.
Studio or outdoor?
Studio.
Mhm. Solo or collaboration?
Oh, that's hard. I talk a lot, so you maybe think that I'm a very social person, but that's not true. So maybe solo.
I'm the same actually. So, but I understand. Solo is fine, but collaboration is fine too. I think a mixture of both is always great.
Yeah. Like, I like collaborations, but when I'm like drawing something,
Mm.
uh, I would like to like do everything by myself because I know how I want it to look.
Uh-huh.
But I would also like to try collaborations because I think it's really fun.
Mhm. It's different, I think, right? Same if you have like these challenges sometimes, destroy it in your own style. I think sometimes people do some collaborations about that later on. And I think these are really
Yeah.
interesting as well. So, but everyone has
Like I
their own style.
said, I'm just not really social, and I'm always scared to uh, talk to people and ask them for collaborations and stuff. And I'm like, oh no, they will reject me, so I'll better do everything by myself.
Oh no, but I really, you saying this makes me really happy that you joined us today because I know how hard and difficult it can be, like to just go someplace and be filmed as well and to express yourself. So thank you again for coming. This means a lot. Um,
Happy to be here, but I'm still really nervous. And when I'm nervous a lot, I talk a lot. So
it's fine. No worries. I love it because when you talk, I can listen, I can like guide you a little bit through the questions as well. So no worries there. Um, Would you like prefer 10 colors or like 80 colors for one
10
thing?
colors.
Okay. Favorite color?
Uh, pink and blue.
Nice combo. Um, Preferred medium?
Digital art,
Mhm. Dream project?
comics book,
Yeah, we talked about that one. Um, New and unexplored theme?
in art.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know. Oh, maybe like oil painting. I never tried it,
Okay.
but I would really like to try.
It's difficult, right? If you like,
I think so because like traditional art is way different because there's no right for mistake. But
yeah, it's not
if
for
it's
good.
yeah, and it's like when it's oil painting, like I think there is right for mistake, but I think it's still very difficult to mix all the colors to make everything looks great. Sounds really hard.
Hard, yeah. I would say, yeah. Um, Any dream location for an exhibition?
Hard question. I don't really know famous places for
Mhm.
exhibitions, to be honest. So I will just choose my favorite country.
Yeah.
It will be Seoul,
Oh,
South Korea.
oh,
Why not? I know that they love webtoons. Like most of webtoons are coming
yeah,
from Korea, so
yeah, yeah. They love.
maybe.
Yeah, I love watching K-drama as well. So I don't know
Yeah.
if you watched. Like, Yeah. And K-pop and everything. Yeah, so yeah, I get it. I get it. Why not? Uh, what is your favorite tool? Like if you draw, favorite tool.
My iPad,
Mm.
it's really
And
comfortable and I can try different apps. So
do you also like use different brushes? Like, do you work with different brushes? Because I know that digital artists often like explore like special brushes for hair or for sparkle glitter. I don't know.
yeah, I was exploring and experimenting a lot in the past, but then I found like brushes which I like the most, and I just like mix them in one brush pack, and I always use the same brushes. But sometimes I like to buy new brushes or like try something else, but I always come back to my brushes. They're just the most comfortable for me
Yeah.
and something what I like the most right now, but maybe in the future something will change. Who knows?
Mhm. Yeah. Um, so you try different stuff, but you're still like going back to the comfort zone, I think, right? So that's also like it makes it easier to draw, but also like this little extra sometimes I think this is also very helpful. And the last question, your current project. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I'm currently working on coloring pages for my client.
Okay.
Uh, yes, there are like 31 pictures, and I actually like finished coloring pages, and I'm now working on like coloring them.
Okay.
I can like show you a bit because I can't
Yeah.
actually show it, but there are like some. Oh,
Ooh, I
this
see.
is
Oh, that's nice. So it's actually coloring book. So you're doing it and people can color it later or
Yes, but this actually like we're just coloring pages, but my client also asked to color them
uh-huh.
because she wants to make something like a sticker, this coloring pages where like there's an example of how to color it.
Mhm.
So I
And
think it
yes,
should be like that.
so they have an idea what they can do, I guess. Oh, that's really interesting. I love that. It's different, no, from what you usually do. Like you started yourself with coloring books, you told me. So now you're going back to it
Yeah,
in some kind of
that's
way.
interesting. And like someone will color my coloring book and be thinking like, oh, so fun, I want to do it too. And I'm like, oh, did it already. I don't know. Uh, But I would love to create my own coloring book. But I'm not sure about topic because I want to do like several illustrations which are like combined in one theme, but I'm not sure what exactly. Maybe like something Miss Disney
Mhm.
or I don't know, something magical maybe.
Mhm.
I don't know. I will see. So many ideas, so little time.
I was just wondering, since you are talking about your own coloring book, is there like, do you have your own online shop where people can actually buy your stuff, like your paintings as stickers or calendars, or are you planning to do that later?
I have this like profile on Redbubble, but all I need to do is just upload pictures there and it creates some designs. But I ordered some like bag with my illustration on it, and I don't really like the quality, and I
Mm,
would like to control it by myself. So I'm planning to open my own shop, and like first thing that will be there is my stickers.
yay.
Um, actually, I like have some like this
Oh, oh, they are.
one, this
Yeah.
one are mine. But I made them just for like test of colors, if I like the quality and everything. But I want to open my own shop and
Oh, should
with coloring books maybe too. And I don't
yeah.
know, maybe something else like bookmarks or I don't
And
know. So many ideas, a little time.
should you ever be ready with it, like if your store is up and you have everything placed on it, please let me know so that I can share it as well. Like I think people would love that, so that we get a little bit of they can have a look at it. So I think I'm done with all the questions. This means we have some reveal time if you are ready. I don't know how far you've come with your drawing.
Oh wow. Oh, well, like, yeah, but I'm not really. It's just like I'm adding shadows right now, so I can show it to you, but
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
please. And then I show you mine.
Okay, but it just like had for
Oh,
now.
it does resemble. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, yeah, he's adorable. Like, really. You said you can't draw animals as well, but I think it does look really, really good. Thank you so much. So,
I'll finish it and send it to you later.
oh, I would love that. I think I'm going to do like, I'm going to ask like the artists who want to participate to draw Edgar every time, and then I'm going to do some collage of it, and I'm going to hang that on the wall. Yeah,
Is that gonna be your dog?
he's my dog. He's my French bulldog. Yeah.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah,
I love dogs.
he's pretty old now, so he has 9 years, and you see that he's like getting really old. Um,
Cute. That's great. I love dogs. I don't have dog, but my grandparents have a dog, and it's just the cutest creature ever. I'm always playing with her. You maybe saw some stories with her in my
sorry. Yeah,
Instagram.
it's a what was it again? It's a small dog or
Small brown dog. It's not Chihuahua. It's something mixed. I'm not sure actually. But it's small. It's really small. She
yeah.
always looks very sad in my stories because I post her only why when my grandparents go somewhere and they
Oh my
have to
goodness.
leave dog with me and she's crying. She's just sitting somewhere in the corner and crying because she wants to see my grandma, but she's not here and she's like, "Oh no, what
Yeah.
am I doing here?"
Oh, poor little thing. Yeah, no, but I have to look at the story again because right now I can't really remember. But I love dogs as well, so I'm going to show you my drawing. I hope you're not going to laugh about it. See, you can, but I try to incorporate some flowers. Okay, so I don't know.
Wow, that's really great.
Can you see? I don't know.
Yeah, I like that you also added a character there.
Yeah, because you love drawing characters. So, is there any tip like you could give me, like for drawing, for getting better? Anything you?
I'm really impressed that you like colored everything so fast. I mean, I just drew a hat and even didn't like did much in my drawing, but you drew flowers and character and colored everything. So I'm really impressed how fast you are drawing. That's great.
Yeah, but I'm
I'm
like
glad I want to
yeah.
do that fast too.
Yeah. Like especially like for characters, maybe. Like since you are really the character maker, what could you like tell me to improve like the drawing? Is there something? Like a tip you give like someone who starts drawing characters?
I'm not really sure because nobody asked me for that. But but if if I would like tell me myself in the past when I was just learning, I would just say not to be afraid of using references because I used to think that if you use references, it's like cheating, that
Mm.
like you're not actual artist. But that's a lie. Like everyone use references, and even those like super popular, famous artists, and that's absolutely normal. So don't be afraid to use references, even for faces. Even if you can find something you actually need, you just can like take picture of yourself, if it was like specific emotion or maybe hands or like something else, or I don't know, like a cup. It can be anything. It's like really helpful.
Mhm.
It's really great.
Okay. I will try that out then, and I will think about you when I do it. So thank you so much, like, for this tip. And
That's
um,
great.
yeah, I think I'm going to like use the dog and the picture here to add it as a thumb mark of our little art chat later
Thank you.
video. I think
Thank
this
you.
would look lovely. So thank you for giving me the idea. I think I'm going to do really a collage of the painting and add everything to it. So as a memory, I really like.
Okay.
So
Great.
what I wanted to tell you is that we are going to do now in our shop, since we had this little art and sip and art chat, um, some kind of Jane Oswald art week. Okay, so that we are going to
Wow.
put your paintings on the front page, then we're going to put the video there as well, so that people can have a look at it, and we're going to do some offers, some sales for your paintings during the week. Not this week, but like maybe next week. I'm
Mhm.
going to tell you that via Instagram. But Is there anything that you would love to tell the clients, the artists, the diamond painters, the crafting world in general? Something to finish, like our little meeting?
I was thinking about this question yesterday when you sent me questions, and I don't really know what to say, but like I'm just really happy to be part of all this.
Mhm.
And if my art will actually help someone to heal, like just this makes me so happy. And I don't know, this really means a lot for me. And like I hope people that you uh like my art and it's helping you. And I don't know. I
Helping in
just
any kind of way. I think like even just looking at beautiful things like beautiful artwork makes your day better. So I think like even if it's small things that helps people like getting through maybe a difficult day or even it's just so small. So I want to thank you for your kind words and also for your offer to like being here and doing this with me and your time and effort. So thank you so much, Yuliia, for being here. And I really hope maybe we can do this again in 1 year or 2 years, who knows, like to see how everything evolved. And this would be really a pleasure. So thank you so much. And
thank you so much for inviting me. So I'm really thankful for this offer.
yeah, thank you too. So I really hope there will be even more people who discover your art. And I think that like this little video might help as well. So thank you so much, Yuliia. And I don't really want to keep you any longer because I know you have a lot to do with your friends, family, or work even. So thank you for finding the time to do this with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm going to say bye and I will let you leave. So, and bye. And
Bye. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
I'm definitely not the artist here, but she definitely was. And I'm really happy to say like thank you to each and every one of you who is still here. Thank you also to everyone who was like watching this. And thank you to everyone who kind of supported us like during this interview. Like I'm really cheering for her. She did such an amazing job. Thank you for coming out, telling me about all of this and sharing your views like with us today on the channel. So thank you to Oswaldjane.art as well. Thank you to Yuliia. And yeah, so this is our little whip. No, I'm always going to say whip and sip and chat, but it's our sip and art chat. And I was really happy to film like this very first episode of it. Maybe in the future we will see some more of our artists, and I really hope you like this kind of video or content, which is pretty new. Um, I also think that this helps us like to get more info about artists, and it would be really nice if you could like put some comments down below. If you have like a painting or message for Yuliia, please let it down below as well, and I will make sure that she can see like the comments. I'm sure she's going to have a look at the video as well. So this is it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this like little first episode of the series. And I hope I can see you in another video about another of our artists. So until then, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and bye guys.